Good morning, friends. It's story time. And guess what time it is? Time to celebrate the 4th of July, our country's birthday. Yay, America! So I hope that you have a wonderful 4th of July weekend. I know that in my neighborhood, I am already seeing fireworks go off at night. My doggie is not a fan of fireworks, but I sure am. So I have a story for you about that called Happy Birthday, America by Mary Pope Osborne. Happy birthday, America. On the 4th of July, Mom, Dad, Katie, Grandma, Grandpa, and Grandma and Aunt Beth and baby Jess, our dog Bud, and I go to Memorial Park. March around the ball field in the pet parade. I play a kazoo. Katie waves red, white, and blue streamers. It's Katie with her streamers. That must be his kazoo. Oh, no, I think it's that one. Bud touches noses with a pig on a leash. Have you heard of a pet pig? That's kind of funny. From noon till 2, I sell popcorn and pizza at the Pee Wee football booth. 50 cents a bag, hot dog, $1 a slice. Grandma sells raffle tickets for the American Legion Squadron 242, $1 a chance to win a hand-knit colonial flag. Grandpa wears his old fishing cap. He sits in his wheelchair while on the bandstand, Katie tap dances the hornpipe boogie in a sailor suit with Miss Cindy's School of Dance. Aunt Beth gets so excited and she dances too. Does that look like fun? I go with Grandpa and Dad to see the antique cars. We pitch pennies at the Kiwanis booth. I win a blue bunny and give it to Jess. Under a tree, high school kids paint Katie's face with stars. Katie and I have a sword fight with balloons. Doesn't that look funny? Oh, and there's the blue bunny. Firemen from 5 different towns fight water battles before the sun goes down. Mom and I buy barbecued chicken cooked on big racks. By the Knights of Columbus, we have ice cream and waffles and spread out our blankets for the concert under the stars. Jess crawls away, but I bring him back. Look at all that barbecued chicken. Yummy. Katie and I pile on Dad in the dark. Bud barks. Settle down, everyone, says Mom. The band's about to play. Yeah. The conductor wears a red bow tie and waves a baton. During Yankee Doodle, his music blows away, but he waves on. Everyone claps to the beat of Stars and Stripes Forever. A girl plays a solo on the piccolo. Dad uses my head for a drum. Daddies can be silly like that sometimes, huh? Then a Cub Scout rings a bell 13 times in honor of the first 13 colonies. A girl steps out in a big green robe and holds up a sparkler. She's Lady Liberty. Then Mr. Sabertini reads from the Declaration of Independence. Then we sing the Star-Spangled Banner. And we get to the home of the brave. The first fireworks go off. That's exciting. They light the sky a red and blue umbrella. Bud barks, Jess cries. Maybe they're a little scared of it, huh? It can be loud, huh? Wow. Isn't that something? There they go. Whew. Ah, wow. Like a palm tree, like tadpoles, like a weeping willow. Look how pretty, Jess, says Grandpa. His first words all day. A moment of silence, then huge bursts of light, one on top of the other, and a million pieces of gold rain down on the trees near the flag that is still there. It's over now, that's it. We pack up to leave and walk back to the parking lot with the crowd. Dad hums Yankee Doodle as he gets out his keys. Katie catches a lightning bug, but lets it go. Fly home, Sparky, she says, to bed. Jess sleeps all the way home. So does Grandpa with Bud on his lap. I look up at the sky and whisper, Happy birthday, America. Happy 4th of July. Then I blow out the stars as if they were candles on a giant birthday cake. The end. Isn't that fun? And maybe 4th of July might be a little different this year because of the coronavirus, right? We have to do things a little differently, but maybe you'll be able to see fireworks in the sky in different places. Yeah, and maybe there'll be maybe the fire engines will go out. We'll see. But happy 4th of July. I wanted to show you something I made, kind of like his sister made the streamers. I thought you might be interested. Everybody has water bottles around, right? And so if you cut with some help from a big person, you can cut a water bottle. The bottom I cut off, you can see right there. And then before you cut the water bottle part, the main part, you can color it with magic marker. Sharpies work best. And you can just do any designs you want, like that. And then I put a little hole on the side and thread it up so that it has a little holder. You could also just use tape. That would work too. And then you can hang it outdoors on a tree. And when the sunlight catches it, it's really pretty. So that's a streamer you can make. And then you can also use a solo cup. Turn it upside down and make a hole in the bottom, right? And do the same thing with your bottle. And then I added some ribbon, curly ribbon to make it a little bigger and kind of fun. So happy 4th of July, yay. And I did have some star stickers you can get at the Dollar Tree. So, and here's another story. I've read this before and I really like it. It's called Lady Liberty's Holiday. So it kind of takes us on a journey across our country, which is really fun. Lady Liberty's Holiday by Jen Arena. Not long before the 4th of July, Lady Liberty woke up feeling a little blue. Well, she's usually just green, right? despite being green. Year after year, she stood by New York Harbor, a torch in one hand, a tablet in the other. Mo, every day feels the same, Liberty said. I see the same skyscrapers, the same city. My neck is stiff, my arms are aching. I've had a cramp in my leg for a decade at least. Is she talking to Mo the pigeon? Have we seen Mo in Don't Let the Pigeon Drive the Bus? Yeah, I bet you recognize Mo. Mo puffed out his pigeon chest. Lady, you need a getaway. He told her, go and see the country, shake the rust off, and I don't have any rust, Lady Liberty protested. Mo went on, give yourself a holiday. Mo's words echoed in Liberty's head. She had seen only one little corner of America. What was the rest like? That night, she lowered her torch, she put down her tablet, she pried her sandals from the stone, and then the Statue of Liberty snuck away. What? First, she left footprints on the Jersey shore and built the biggest sandcastle Cape Cod had ever seen. I bet you like to make sandcastles. She washed the sand off at Niagara Falls. That's a pretty special place. Then Lady Liberty headed west. She watched the Mississippi River from the top of the St. Louis Arch. And in Kansas, wheat fields tickled her feet. I have never made an angel in a wheat field. I have in snow, but that's a little different. She even did some sightseeing in South Dakota. That's where there's all kinds of stone of presidents. She hiked across the Rocky Mountains in sandals. Afterward, the California sunshine made her so sleepy, she napped on the Golden Gate Bridge. Looks like it caused a little traffic jam. Back in New York, Mo was starting to worry. The 4th of July was 3 days away, but without Lady Liberty, people weren't in a holiday mood. She's part of what it's all about. Tourists were gloomy. Even the stock market went down. Look at how worried Mo is. The mayor was talking about canceling the 4th of July. Preposterous. What if Liberty doesn't come back in time, Mo said. What if she's gone for good? He had to find her. It was true. Liberty wasn't thinking of returning. At the Grand Canyon for once in her life, Lady Liberty felt small. Look at her. Yeah, because the Grand Canyon is immense, gigantic. She trekked through a hot, dry desert and slurped water from a Yellowstone geyser. It tasted awful, and she spit it out. Deep in the heart of Texas, she napped under the big bright stars with cattle all around. She danced to music near New Orleans. She used the Florida Keys as stepping stones and waded through southern swamps. Lady Liberty was shaking an alligator off her big toe when she heard the familiar flap of pigeon wings. It was Mo. He found her. He perched on her shoulder. Lady, I've been looking all over for you, he said. You have? Liberty asked. How are things in New York? Not so good, Mo said. They're canceling the 4th of July. Liberty bolted up as if she'd been struck by lightning. Canceling the 4th of July? They can't. Mo nodded. Nobody feels like celebrating without you. But the 4th of July isn't about me. It's about America, Liberty cried. I've seen this country, the purple mountains, the shining seas, the bridges and buildings. Everyone should know how amazing it is and celebrate it. Mo fluffed his feathers. Come back to New York, he said. The mayor might change his mind. He didn't get to finish. Liberty was already running north. Look at her go. She made it, didn't she? At dawn, the sun shone on the copper dress of Lady Liberty in New York Harbor, where she had stood for over 100 years. That night, fireworks lit the sky and people waved flags, sang songs, and shouted, Happy 4th of July. Isn't that pretty? And Liberty was blue no longer. It was good to get away, she told Mo, but it's great to be home. There she stands. And there's all kinds of information about this present from France. They made that for us, and how long it took to put it in New York, and how long she's been there. Someday, if you haven't ever seen her in person, I hope you get to. It's pretty amazing. So, happy 4th of July. I hope you have a wonderful celebration, however you get to do it. And the library is open, so come in, come in. We have prizes for reading with our Beanstack and summer reading program. I hope to see you soon. Have a wonderful 4th of July.